There are thousands of resumes out there that you can access. So it begs the question, what is the right resume? Here are a few questions you need to ask yourself. 1, what is the role I'm applying for? 2, what would be understandable to the recruiter? 3, how can I catch the attention of the hiring person? These are critical questions to ask yourself and answer. Remember, it is recommended that you do not send just a blanket resume for all your resumes. Make them special. It makes the recruiter think, oh, this person has done some homework. Ensure they are tailor-made. And I'd like to share with you a resume that I love to provide for people who come to me for advice. Take a look. Folks, this is a sample of a resume I'd like to share. On your resume, you want to have your name. Address can be optional because there are times you are applying for jobs outside your city. So in those circumstances, I recommend that you do not add your address. Put up your name, let it stand out, your phone number and email. Education. This is an example from the University of Alberta, Bachelor of Business Administration, Human Resources. Always ensure that you put the start date and the end date, and then your high school as well. Sometimes the high school may be necessary, sometimes it is not. And then let's go through the skills that are well highlighted in this resume. This resume beautifully highlights skills required in this role: organizational skills, management skills, communication skills, and interpersonal skills. I recommend this format, particularly if you're trying to get into the workplace, i.e., you don't have experience. So sometimes you're applying for a role that requires some experience, some not at all. It is very useful to be able to tell the recruiter through your resume that you have some skills, either you picked up at high school or some volunteer positions. Write them there. So here's a beautiful example of these skills. After you've highlighted your skills, then you can put in the experience. This sample resume highlights someone who's not had actual experience, but has had experience volunteering and through high school. I always recommend that if you find a job you love, or maybe there is 1 or 2 things about the job that you love, go ahead and apply. Give deep thought into all the experience you've had outside the workplace, at home, in a club, in a sports organization, or even in church. All the positions or the volunteer positions or the things that you do, they matter because they are developing your skills. Here's a beautiful example. Receptionist at Prime Path Global, answering phones, taking bookings. This person was a program organizer for Scrabble for Kids, head instructor, and then collections enforcement officer, the city of Calgary. This was, like I said, this is a dummy resume, but this is evidently for someone who's not had a lot of experience, but is able to well articulate, I can do the job. You can depend on me. I also recommend that you put in your accomplishments in there. So if you won awards in high school or you won awards during a volunteer program, write them down. All your accomplishments, think through them. And guess what? If you don't have any, no worries. You don't need to put them there. And then you move on to references. My recommendation is that it is written this way: references available upon request. Except requested, I recommend that you need not list all your references. Here are a few tips for you as you begin to work on your resume. 1, read the job ad or job description well. 2, highlight the top items that qualify you for that job on the first page of your resume. 3, don't write 10-page resumes. Make it short and concise, but enough. 4, ensure your resume is neat, legible, avoid typos or grammatical errors. 5, customize your resume for different positions. Don't forget to send me an email at tennyaraba@gmail.com for advice. Next time, I will show you how to write the winning cover letter. Until then, keep prayer up, keep hope alive. Bye.